Hey everyone, what's up? This is like my third take on doing this video. I've seriously, I kept screwing up and it was just bad. Anyway, the main focus of this video, I want to talk about Kevin Nash possibly returning as a full-time wrestler for WWE. Now, the thing with Kevin Nash is that obviously he's been doing it for a while, and his knees are in terrible shape, and let's be honest, he's gotten a little pudgy. I mean, it's just how it is. But will he come back as a full-time wrestler? I don't know. I'm not gonna give you guys any kind of breaking news or anything, but I don't see Kevin Nash being a world champion anytime soon. I just don't. I mean, he sure keeps like falling over, but he was damn good back in the day. He was obviously Shawn Michaels' bodyguard for a while. Then he wanted to do some stuff by himself. Then he obviously went on to form the NWO with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Huge part of the clique with Sean Waltman, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, obviously. So he went to TNA. Kevin Nash, he's been around the block, to say the least, quite a few times. And I don't think it's more so a matter of him winning the title, but I think more so it's going to be about him putting over CM Punk in many ways. Because, let's be honest, when he was running WCW as a booker, it was terrible booking. It's living proof that just because you're a good wrestler, it doesn't mean you're a good booker. There's some guys who make that transition, they do pretty well. But Kevin Nash, he wasn't one of those guys. And I think now this is kind of like his redemption opportunity, because Kevin Nash has always been known as the guy that doesn't really care too much about putting over the younger guys. So I think in this case, I think he will put over CM Punk and actually do right. And I think he might leave it at that afterwards. I think that he might even be done. I mean, let's be real here. When he cut that promo against CM Punk, Nash wasn't at his, for lack of a better term, best game. He, like I said, was kind of pudgy. I couldn't really understand a word he said. He sounded like he was a little drunk, to be honest. But now, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's very possible that that's just how he is, and that after years and years at the business, he went through normal wear and tear, and I'm sure he did. I think that everything Punk said to him, though, was just dead on as usual. And Punk never misses a promo, and I'm just glad that Nash could very well be putting over CM Punk. There's been a lot of talks about doing some kind of CM Punk Triple H match. I hope they don't. Triple H, he could still go. Don't get me wrong, he definitely can. But I think that now more than ever, it's about the younger guys. There's no need to be clutching on to a spot that you once held 10 years ago. I mean, let's face it, 10 years ago, in 2001, Triple H was the man. He won the WWE title. The whole McMahon-Helmsley era thing was going strong. That was when he basically almost like just started the whole time to play the game kind of attitude, and he's carried that ever since. But I don't know. I think that it's more so about, to me, this is more, how can I put this, like one of those inmates running the asylum kind of feels, to where Kevin Nash isn't booking, but if he was, it'd be completely different. But I think at the same time, he does, like I said, he does realize that he made a huge, huge mistake in WCW by putting himself in Booker. Obviously, he can never erase that, but I think that this is his opportunity to stay strong and, like I said, put over CM Punk. I mean, if Kevin Nash, let's say, I don't know if he has a Legends deal still. I don't know if he has a wrestler contract. I'm sure something will come up by the time this is posted. If it is, if I find it, I'll post it right in the video description. But I think that for the most part, Kevin Nash, his career is definitely done, obviously. But I just don't see him lasting too much longer after this whole CM Punk deal happens. And I think WWE is going to keep pushing the whole CM Punk angle. I mean, he did with Cena, now he's doing it with Kevin Nash. Who knows, maybe afterwards, maybe, I don't know, maybe switch shows and go after Christian next. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, what WWE's booking is like right now is amazing. I mean, there's just no way around it. They're doing things that are just so fresh that you haven't really seen since like 2005, 2006, to where, in terms of promo-wise, where Joey Styles did a whole shoot promo and basically quit WWE on air, only to show up on ECW. So, I mean, I think it's stuff like that to where, you gotta keep the storylines fresh. And sometimes, in terms of doing that, you have to realize your own flaws and air them out. You just have to. And WWE is at that stage to where they're always going to be around. They're the Verizon Wireless of wrestling. They're like Walmart in that they're so dominant, and there's one every 10 minutes. But with WWE, I mean, they're everywhere you go, and WWE is more than a universe to me. It's more of a family kind of feel to where, if I was to sit in a room with another wrestling fan, another WWE fan, we would talk on hours without even knowing one thing about each other. We would talk purely WWE, and we would just keep going and keep going and keep going. And it's the fact that that's just what it's really come down to now, to where, even at work, I know a guy who I didn't know was a wrestling fan until I just started talking to him. Then I noticed that he was as huge of a wrestling fan as I was. I'm like, right here, right at work. I've never said 2 words to the guy, and now we're talking purely wrestling, and that's all we talk about. Do I care? No. But I'm saying, all in all, that's the feel that WWE's created, and I think Kevin Nash wants to be a part of that feel again. And I think now Nash, I don't think Nash is going to go back to TNA. I just don't. But I think that Nash is going to be around WWE for quite some time. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.